Good evening, everyone. I'm pleased to welcome you to the Fir Ridge Campus Commencement Ceremony. I will now ask the graduating class of 2025 to enter and take their seats. Graduates, please take your seat. Tonight's program includes remarks from our superintendent, student speeches, awards, scholarships, and of course the presentation of our graduates. But before the superintendent's speech, please stand or stay respectfully seated as the national anthem plays. words from our superintendent, Mr. Ken Richardson. Please join me in welcoming him to the stage.
Thank you very much, Amy. I really appreciate it. Number one rule, superintendent remarks is be brief. So please know I will be very brief. But before I get started, I just got to say, wow, you look amazing, truly. Walking in, the swag, the hats, everything about it. I know how excited I am to be here, and I'm sure the families, friends, distinguished guests, I think they deserve one more giant round of applause. Congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you for helping me with that. And we are going to have some feedback. Let's do this. Good evening and welcome to all. I am truly excited to be here with you tonight to take part in this incredible celebration as we recognize and honor our graduating seniors. You did it. Each and every one of you did it. As we gather to, there it is. Let's go. Celebrate the remarkable achievements of the class of 2025, I'd like to begin by expressing my deep gratitude to the dedicated members of our school board, individuals who tirelessly work behind the scenes to ensure our schools provide the best possible education for every student. This evening we have one board member here that I'm going to ask to wave. Will you please help me in recognizing board member Stephanie Stevens? I cannot tell you the amount of hours and dedications they put in to support our district. I would also like to express my heartfelt appreciation to our school administration, staff, and all of the individuals that have had an impact on our students. Basically, your guidance, leadership, and unwavering dedication have helped shape the minds and hearts of these graduates, preparing them for the road ahead. I know we have staff in the audience, we have a bunch back here, but will you help me in saying thank you to each of you? And to our caregivers, parents, guardians, and family members, thank you. You bet. Your continued support, partnership, and trust means everything to us in our district. Now to the heart of tonight's celebration, our graduates. This moment marks a significant milestone in your lives, one that reflects years of hard work, perseverance, and passion. You've overcome challenges, stayed committed to your goals, and grown into the incredible individuals we see before us tonight. Today, we celebrate more than your academic achievements. We celebrate who you are and who you become. As you step into this next chapter, remember that the entire David Douglas community is behind you, supporting you, and believes in you. And now to the moment I look forward to all year long. Parents, guardians, family members, and friends, it is my pleasure to certify that these graduates have met all of the diploma requirements set forth by the David Douglas School District Board of Directors and the State Board of Education. One last time, congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Mr. Richardson. Today marks a meaningful milestone, one that celebrates years of hard work, commitment, and resilience. We've come together to honor your achievements and reflect on the remarkable journey you've shared. These past years have been filled with unforgettable moments, lasting friendships, obstacles overcome, and victories, each one shaping you into the person you are today. As we prepare to leave the familiar halls of our beloved high school, we carry a mix of emotions: excitement for what lies ahead, nostalgia for the memories we're leaving behind, and perhaps a bit of uncertainty about the future. But you are ready. You have the strength, skills, and knowledge to take on whatever comes next in this ever-evolving world. Tonight, we have the special opportunity to hear from some of your fellow graduates as they deliver their senior speeches. Each story is a powerful reflection of growth, perseverance, and personal triumph. Their words will inspire, challenge, and remind us of the extraordinary potential that lives within each of us. I am honored to introduce two remarkable young people here to share their journeys with us. Help me welcome Eunice Flores and Emily Mejia.
It's so wonderful to see so many faces here on this special day. Family, friends, Verge staff, and of course, our graduates whom we're celebrating. My name is Nitsi. Many may know me as the Bouquet Girl, or as of prom night, your senior prom queen 2025. Before transferring to Verge my junior year, I truly saw no future for myself or what I planned on doing with my life. I had an uncontrollable amount of anxiety which was impacting my education, so much so that I entirely stopped attending school. I wanted to graduate on time, so I transferred to Verge. Within 3 months of being at Verge, I was on top with passing all my classes, staying after school, and even contributing by being a part of the school's leadership club. I even managed to start my own small business, Eternal Bouquets by YFA. And I now still thrive making eternal bouquets in my free time. Halfway through my junior year, I found out I was pregnant at just 17 years old. I had thoughts of dropping out and working full time. I was worried that society would view me as another typical teen mom. It was a battle between everyone's opinions and how I wanted my baby to view me, and I knew that by staying in school, I would prove everyone who doubts young moms wrong. As soon as I finished my junior year, I went straight to summer school in hot weather with a heavy belly, full water and all. I started my senior year 9 months pregnant. It wasn't easy, but with the encouragement of my peers and my family, I managed to get through. Baby boy Romeo was born on September 23rd. 3 weeks later, I was back in school, still healing from a C-section and postpartum itself. The only goal I had in mind was to make my mom and my baby proud. And now I'm here, standing proud with an 8-month-old. We all grew up in different environments, whether it was healthy or unhealthy. It led us to where and who we are now. My mom always told me, mantente siempre humilde, which translates to always stay humble. We never know what the person sitting next to us may be going through or what they've experienced. Growing up, we didn't have a luxurious lifestyle. I'll always remember how my mom made sure my siblings and I had what was needed, even if that meant putting our needs before hers. She'd make sure to filter out the rough patches we came by to fulfill our childhood years with pure smiles and laughter. Her sacrifices for our family never went unnoticed, and I'll forever be thankful to have my mom. Standing here with my past weighing over me, I'd like to give a huge thanks to my teachers, staff, and peers for making me feel welcome the second I transferred, especially for being so patient, kind, and understanding throughout my pregnancy. And a little extra thanks to those who provided snacks in my second trimester. Without the support and encouragement, I wouldn't be walking this stage today. I truly appreciate you all for it. To my twin sister and my mom, your heavenly sent. All those mornings pushing me to get to school paid off. There were times where I wanted to fall back, but you were both there to remind me to keep going. Words will never be able to describe the relationship we have, but God knew to bless me a little extra. As we sit here waiting to walk the stage, I'd like us to reminisce about the journey our education has been. Although there are many joyful memories such as school events, clubs, prom, and as we sit here, our graduation. Now we'll each be making our own adult memories. Many sacrifices were made, tears were shed, and late nights finishing assignments were all worth it. And as someone who has made many friendships at school, I may not know all of you or your personal life, but you should all be proud of yourselves and what you've accomplished. Having the mindset to succeed may be hard, but think of how your younger self would see you now. That little girl or boy would be so proud of how far you've come. Just imagine how much more you can accomplish. Graduating high school is just a new door opening, a new beginning. To the class of 2025, we did it.
thank you all for being here, as I was convinced I'd never even graduate. School was never something that was difficult for me, because learning is something I enjoy, and I knew all along I liked to learn. I just realized I needed the right environment to do it in. My family wasn't exactly pushy when it came to attending school. I think it has something to do with the stigma and difference in cultural ideologies in regards to education. Both my parents didn't even attend high school in Honduras. Since elementary school, I've had horrible attendance. Missing a day of school could turn into a week. I was always that kid that was bombarded with, "Where have you been?" by my friends, after suddenly reappearing from an impromptu hiatus. Even with all the school I missed, I never struggled to make friends. I just never realized how my attendance could ultimately affect my relationships with peers as I got older. You don't notice how quickly people can outgrow you. During COVID, my grades plummeted, and so did my mental health. Coming back from this period of isolation was hard, and I wasn't ready to be at a huge high school with people I hadn't talked to in months. I've never been a shy person, but this slip in my timeline had definitely changed me. And not making connections had ripped away my social butterfly wings. I started skipping class every single day, and I'd hide in all the buildings I could. It was so easy to keep isolating myself. Eventually, I realized this was keeping me from my friends and people who wanted me at school. Somehow, I still felt lonely despite those who pushed me to get to school. The semesters passed, and I started my junior year with only 5 credits. I was waitlisted for Fur Ridge late in my sophomore year, and as soon as I started attending, I was comfortable. There were familiar faces of people I hadn't seen in years, and I quickly felt at home. I had an established group of friends and people I could trust. I finally felt comfortable somewhere, and there was such an immense feeling of belonging in this special place. I was lucky to have my girls who pushed and pushed for me to get to school, constantly texting our group chat, and they had all decided to join leadership one day. So I had jumped in right after them, of course, and I felt so connected to the teachers and the school itself. I liked being at school. Who would have known? Fur Ridge offered me so many new opportunities and relationships, and the whole faculty is supportive. Having such a tight-knit community of people who want to see you succeed really does help students thrive. I didn't feel sure about my graduation until I got to the school. Some people even assumed I had dropped out or that I wasn't going to finish school. Though my mom and my sister never doubted me, and my sister did her best to push me to actually get to school. I feel that switching over to this different campus changed my outlook on what school is to what it could be. I have already started taking classes at PCC and will continue in the fall to major in criminal justice. I plan to transfer to Portland State University to obtain my bachelor's in social work. Being a first-generation student is an honor, not only to me, but to my parents. I come from a big family where all my siblings have had different dreams. I wish to accomplish mine to have the future I deserve. I'll know I've succeeded in my aspirations when I acquire my master's in social work, because my dream is to help people and families of color, since more than 50% of social workers are white. I am sure I'll thrive in the future, given my great people skills and my strengths in communication. I hope to continue to learn for as long as I live, because meeting new people and connecting with others truly is a passion of mine. I'd like to thank all the staff at Fur Ridge, because they are more understanding than you can imagine. They're ready for students and all their baggage. I remember watching the grads walk through my elementary school thinking I'd be there soon, but 10-year-old me was not prepared for the hardships life would throw in my direction. I didn't know that it'd be so hard to keep going. If I could share one sole piece of advice that I feel many take for granted, it'd be to never stop being yourself. It is so easy to forget who you are when you're in environments that lack room for growth, though I believe humans thrive through connection and belonging. To the class of 2025, I hope to see all of you succeed in every single one of your endeavors. Congratulations.
Nice job, ladies. It was awesome. We're going to move into some awards and then some scholarships. Okay, I think I got it. I'm Katie Amos. I'm one of the school counselors at Fur Ridge, and I'm one of those lucky people who really loves their job. I get to spend my days with these amazing young people, witnessing their growth, resilience, and strength. To the parents, caretakers, and families in the room, thank you for sharing your children with us. To our students, thank you for showing up, for sharing your stories, your struggles, your laughter, and all that has brought you to this moment. Being your school counselor has been an incredible honor, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you. On to tonight's awards. So for a little context, for people who might be new to our community, our mascot at Fur Ridge is the wolf. And as you probably know, wolves travel in packs. So we like to think of ourselves as a small but mighty Fur Ridge wolf pack. And we've used this word pack to also reflect our core values. And those are P stands for perseverance, A for attitude, C for courage, and K for kindness. And tonight, our teachers and staff will be recognizing students who embody these values, presenting awards to 1 or 2 students in each category. And let me tell you, the competition was fierce. We had to do like a vote off because so many of you were nominated. So many of you demonstrate perseverance, a positive attitude, courage, and kindness every single day. You've worked so hard and overcome so much to be here, and we could not be more proud. Without further ado, I would like to invite our fabulous art teacher, Michelle Colbert, to the stage to present our first award.
Sorry, vertical challenge here. Okay, I get the joy of presenting the P for Perseverance Award tonight. Perseverance means pushing forward when things get hard. Not just once, but day after day, even when challenges feel overwhelming. Today, we're going to honor a student who has shown extraordinary strength, determination, and heart. Her journey has not been easy, but she has faced every obstacle with grace and resilience. While many students juggle assignments, deadlines, exams, she has done all of that and more, while also stepping into the life-changing role of being a mother. Balancing school with the demands of parenthood is no small task, and yet she continued to show up to give her best and to pursue her goals with incredible dedication. There surely have been long nights, early mornings, and moments where giving up might have seemed easier. But she didn't. She kept going, and in doing so, she not only made progress toward her own future, but she has also set a powerful example for her child, her classmates, and really all of us. Her teachers have witnessed this resilience firsthand. One shared, her strength reminds us that success is not defined by the absence of a struggle, but by the courage to rise through it. The kind of courage that often goes unnoticed, but shouldn't. Another teacher said, she should be the poster child for perseverance. Over the past few years, I've seen her confront countless barriers, mental, emotional, and situational, yet she never faltered. She showed up, grew stronger with every step, and did it all with integrity. She never took shortcuts. She was curious, engaged, and always strived for excellence. And finally, another teacher reflected, last year I had her in first period for multiple Hexters. She was one of the few who arrived every day on time, even when she must have been tired or overwhelmed. You never knew it, because she always brought a positive attitude and worked with quiet diligence. This award is more than recognition, it's a celebration. A celebration of her courage, her determination, her unshakable belief that she can and will succeed no matter the obstacles. It's a tribute to the countless unseen moments, the late nights spent studying after putting her son to bed, the early mornings when she pushed herself to keep going despite exhaustion, and the quiet sacrifices she made to stay on track. It is a recognition of her choice again and again to rise when it could have been easier to rest, to hope when it would have been easier to doubt, and to persevere when it would have been easier to walk away. Her example reminds us all that strength doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers, keep going, even when no one is watching. I am incredibly proud and honored to present you with this award for perseverance. You are powerful, your story matters, and your journey is just beginning. Please welcome to the stage, Unitzi Flores. Initiative, please welcome the amazing Bobby Bridges Jr.
First off, she said amazing, so y'all should have been clapping more than that. Thank you. Before I get started, a few things out of the way. No, I'm not from All-American. I am not Tay Diggs. So don't think that. Let's get that out of the way right now. And there'll be a collection plate that's going to be going around, so we can get some AC in here for next year. Bobby Bridges is the name, Black Parent Initiative. We're representing one of the partners inside of Fur Ridge. Now, I got 2 minutes. They're very strict on this. They said they didn't want no singing, they didn't want no dancing. Because if you know me, I would dance battle in a second. And if you keep looking at me, we're gonna do it. I'm just kidding. I know you would. Attitude is a funny word for me because growing up, attitude was not seen combined with the word positive, right? You either had a bad attitude, you had too much attitude, or you had a stank attitude, okay? Attitude is defined as a way of feeling or acting towards a person, thing, or situation. How we respond to what life throws at us, how we approach challenges and push through life with grace, poise, when obstacles arise, big or small, displaying resilience in every way. I will say that last part, I added that myself, so that's trademarked. Continue, thank you, sir. Because hearing that definition, I see now why it's a necessity to put positive in front of it. I think that there is no better young person to receive Fur Ridge's 2025 Positive Attitude Award. I still got 20 seconds, so I'm gonna keep going. This person is kind when the world is not, thankful when the world takes, polite when the world has wronged them. Despite facing personal challenges that would shake even the strongest amongst us, this student showed up each day with a smile, a kind word, and determination to move forward. The resilience, grace, and optimism have not only helped them persevere, but have also uplifted those around them. This award honors more than just a positive attitude. It celebrates courage, hope, and the quiet power of a heart that refuses to give up. That was actually a bar for back here. We are proud of you, and we are better to have you in our community. With that being said, here we go. I need some drum roll with the feet, please. Yeah. This year's Positive Attitude Award goes to none other than Water Freeson. One more time, right? Wait, now, go! Next, the English teacher that taught me how to write. The English teacher who corrects me, the only one who allowed to correct me. The amazing, the awesome, just the classic. No, I said amazing.
Thank you, Bobby. All right, tonight I get the pleasure of presenting the award for courage. And I think in many ways, all of you display courage every day. I think for many of us, just showing up every day displays courage. But for this, we did have to select one student. And I really can't think of a better student to receive this award. I'll begin with some of the things that the student's teachers have noticed. One teacher said, "This student has exhibited courage in so many ways during her time at Fur Ridge. She made a great first impression on the first day I met her, as she was fully present and engaged in all of the somewhat tedious and awkward activities of the first day of school. As the Hexters went by and I had her in multiple classes, I noticed her challenging herself to grapple with subjects that she was uncertain about or lacked confidence in. As she got more comfortable, she increasingly spoke up about injustices she learned about in our curriculum. But for me, the greatest testament to her courage has been her honest exhibition of her authentic and beautiful self. Another teacher wrote, "Whether standing up for what's right, pushing through her fear, or simply choosing to keep going when things felt overwhelming, this student has demonstrated a kind of courage that inspires everyone around them. Their actions remind us that true bravery isn't about the absence of fear, but the determination to keep moving forward despite it." As for my personal experience with this student, from the beginning, I was blown away by her willingness to be honest and vulnerable in her writing. She dared to be curious and keep an open mind. She made her voice heard and fearlessly jumped into any discussion, no matter the topic, bringing energy and insight into a sometimes small and sleepy first period. This student exemplifies courage in many aspects of her life. She had the courage to keep pressing forward in school, even when the finish line seemed distant and the path filled with hurdles. She has the courage to recognize injustice and not look the other way, but rather be the change she wants to see and fight for those who deserve better than the current system offers. Most importantly, she has the courage to be genuine and show you exactly who she is, which is a simply amazing human being. I am happy to recognize this year's recipient of the Courage Award, Emily Mejia Maldonado. And next, to present the award for kindness, we have social studies teacher Craig McCord and math teacher Charlotte Gebel.
All right, K is for kindness. Our graduates have shown that kindness is invaluable in a world that often emphasizes competition. They have supported one another, lent a helping hand in times of need, and fostered a community built on respect and empathy. Their kindness has made Fur Ridge a better place and will undoubtedly enrich the communities of their futures. The kindness vibe was so strong with this class that we had a tie in our staff voting this year, and thus we'll be giving out 2 awards. My kind and dear coworker Charlotte will tell you about the first.
Thanks, Craig. Thank you everyone for being here. My name is Charlotte, and this was my first year as a math teacher at Fur Ridge. And I imagine many of you in this room can relate to the feeling of being the new person at some point in your life. As for our graduates, I bet you remember when you were once new at Fur Ridge. Newness can feel scary and vulnerable. In those times of insecurity, a small gesture of kindness and warmth can make all the difference in someone's day. That is why I feel so honored to present the Kindness Award to a student who provided that burst of warmth and generosity to myself and countless members of our school community. This student is a fiercely loyal and loving friend, but doesn't siphon her empathy to just those that she is close with. In my class of just a handful of students, she would make a point of making each individual feel seen and valued. But don't mistake her kindness for weakness. In fact, her strength and moral conviction is what fuels her resounding capacity to care. And during a time where cruelty and division often dominate the landscape, choosing kindness is a truly revolutionary act. One of her teachers noted that this student's kindness shines most brightly through her friendships, stating whether someone needs a laugh, a listening ear, or simply someone to sit with, she'll always be there. Not because she has to be, but because she genuinely cares. Her ability to make others feel safe and supported is a true gift, and it's why so many feel lucky to call her a friend. Another teacher told a story about one day that she was struggling with the class and visibly stressed. been there. She later found a handwritten note on her desk from this student. The note, a full paragraph long, expressed gratitude for the teacher's efforts and reminded her that even when she doesn't feel like it, her work is deeply appreciated. These are just a few examples of how this student has made a lasting impact on our school community. Please join me in congratulating the first recipient of the Kindness Award, Kai Kapulong.
I like that. Kai is for kindness. That's really sweet. Our second recipient is a student I had the pleasure of teaching in multiple classes. Her kindness was instrumental in creating a classroom community that was friendly and safe for everyone. Whether it was with an encouraging comment or a thoughtful compliment, her positive energy was always infectious. Another staff member shared that she is a student whose compassion, empathy, and thoughtfulness have touched the lives of so many. Whether it's offering a helping hand, sharing an encouraging word, or simply being a friend when someone needs one most, she has made our school a brighter, more welcoming place. Her consistent kindness reminds us all of the difference one heart can make. Of course, Spirit Days will never be the same without her amazing creativity. That's a big hint right there. Another staff member said that she is a, and I quote, sweetheart. She's respectful, kind, and thoughtful to both peers and staff, and she also participated in school activities. Who could forget her amazing outfits for Spirit Week? She also gifted a few of the staff with some beautiful wooden flowers. Mine were purple, of course. Big hint there again. Thank you again for your great personality. I'll miss you. Our second recipient of this year's Kindness Award is Kay, for Kay Manning, please. Next up, please welcome Emotionally Reyes.
Good evening y bienvenidos a todos. My name is Emotionally Reyes. Sorry about that. My name is Emotionally Reyes. I am a first-generation bilingual school counselor in the district. So it is a little emotional to be here. I'm really proud of y'all, everyone here. I'm proud of every brown and black person in this room, the white kids too, the Asians, all y'all did such a fantastic job. Thank you for being here. Does anybody know why Sophie married? At this time, we'd like to recognize a few of this year's scholarship winners. To start, our Future Connect scholars. All right, I got this down, I don't need to go close. Future Connect is a program at Portland Community College that aims to eliminate barriers to attending and completing college for first-generation students. In our view, this is one of the most supportive and comprehensive scholarship programs offered in the region, setting students up for success for years to come. 6 Fur Ridge students were selected as 2025 Future Connect Scholarship recipients at Portland Community College, and we couldn't be more proud of them. Please stand at your seats when I call your name, and please cheer when we call those names. Kyra Faith Capelon. Isaac Denny. Water Frisson. Hunt. Emily Mejia Maldonado. And last but not least, the fabulous Connor Westland. Thank you so much, and you all may take a seat. And now, I'd like to ask Doc Sullivan of the David Douglas Dads Club to present their scholarship winner. Please welcome Doc Sullivan.
Good evening, graduates. I'm glad you all made it here. The David Douglas Dads Club has been around for over 50 years, serving the students of the district. We do fundraising activities and turn around and give 100% of all our funds back to the student activities and things that aren't funded by the school district budgets. So part of our giving is in the form of scholarships. And I have one that we will present here this evening. If any of you want to know more about the Dads Club, we do have our own website. You can check it out. We're always looking for volunteers to help flip hamburgers or chop wood or do different things like that. But our selection this year for the David Douglas Dads Club Scholarship is Cadence Hunt. Cadence, come on.
Thank you so much, David Douglas Dads Club. Give it up for David Douglas Dads Club. And now, we got a couple more scholarships. I'd like to invite Stephanie Stevens, a school board member in our district, to present the David Douglas Education Foundation and Moore Parker Scholarship winners.
Hey everybody, so I'm the board liaison to the David Douglas Education Foundation. If you ever watch the Happenings videos, we're the ones that are always recruiting also people to help out. When we say foundation, we are not talking Bill Gates, we're not talking Bezos, we're talking people in the community raising money for things like this. And so I hope that when you receive this award, you know these are people right here in David Douglas who believe in you. And the first one that we have tonight is Karendia Jackson. Congratulations. $1,000 scholarship.
All right, Jackson.
The second one we have tonight is a $500 scholarship for Andrew Johnson. Thank you.
A lot of papers up here. All right. Before we honor our graduates, I want to begin with gratitude to the families, the friends, the Ridge staff who stood behind or beside these students. Thank you so much. Graduates, you didn't get here alone, and please join me in giving them one last heartfelt round of applause. To the class of 2025, tonight we gather to celebrate you, not just for finishing high school, but for how you've grown through the journey. As I thought about what I wanted to say tonight, a simple truth came to mind. You are what you do, not what you say you do. Because a lot of you said you would attend first period, and that didn't happen. But you're here, okay? So the idea matters now more than ever, because what defines you isn't what you post online or what you promise in passing, it's how you show up. It's the effort you give when no one's watching, the way you treat people when there's nothing to gain, and the consistency in which you act in line with your values. Over the last year, I've seen you all live this truth. You didn't just say you wanted to graduate, you did the work. Some of you got to do this, and the two of you juniors that are graduating today, could you stand really quick? We got two juniors. Hey! You didn't just talk about change, you became the change in our school. Some of you found ways to support your classmates. Others pushed through hardship and quiet determination. Many of you chose again and again to rise when things were hard, to grow when it was uncomfortable, and to finish what you started. And that is who you are, not the words, but the actions. Not the intent, but the impact. Do you remember your first day at Fur Ridge? Many of you arrived unsure. You didn't know what to expect at a school that has always had kind of a bad reputation. Unsure of your place, your path, and your potential. But from the beginning, we saw something in you. We heard your stories, we felt your strength, and we felt your pain. We knew what you were capable of even when you didn't see it in yourself. Some of you have faced struggles that would have stopped others, family burdens, health battles, academic challenges, personal losses, but you didn't give up. You got up again and again, often by second period. Every time you did, you proved that you were not defined by what happens to you, but how you respond. So tonight, as you leave this chapter behind, I want you to carry this idea. Let those actions define you. Let your choices reflect your values. Let the way that you show up in the world speak louder than anything you say. Because character isn't about intention, it's about follow-through. Class of 2025, we're proud of you. Not just for arriving here tonight, but how you arrived. Your persistence, your growth, and your heart. We've seen what you're capable of and what the world needs more of. Congratulations, graduate. You've learned every bit of this moment. It's time for our graduates to receive their diplomas.
Maldonado. Yunitsi Flores.
Clarissa Iona Harris. Bryce Westland. Russell Joseph Hillis. Kale Myers. Andrew Tyler Johnson. Jonah David Copeland.
Ricardo Bojorquez Quintero. Wayne Joe Payao.
Trayton Suta. Robert Anthony Smith.
Yesenia García.
Michaela Marie Manning. Alexander Small.
Michaela Renee Neely.
Dorindia Jackson.
Mia Cruz Morales. Tyra Faith McKenna Popolo.
Erica Duncan.
Leslie Yuritsi Telles. Luis Gustavo Marín. Joshua Javier Sendejas. Juan Antonio Magaña Saucedo.
Saki.
Flor Pastor Ruiz.
Octavio Zarita. Isaac Anthony Denny.
Anthony De Leon.
Sakari.
David Díaz. Emily Hernández de Felipe. Santana Carlos Casillas.
Connor Westland. Bailey Emma Rose Swanson.
Lindsay Yarit Guerrero Irajeta.
Water Friesen.
Destiny Lorenzo. Stephanie Lorenzo.
Cadence Mary Jo Hunt.
Farados Mohammed Jama.
Matteo Michael Vitarali. Kaylee Marie Maxwell. River Anderson.
And that is where I want everybody to get very loud. Graduating class of 2025, please stand.